Hey, it's a big day today. Big day. Black Betty is getting her shell. So that's the deal. Let the party begin. We're gonna head downtown, or just close to downtown here in Tucson, and get this A.R.E. Commercial shell put on that we ordered 4 months ago. So it's taken a while, but they gave us a call yesterday and said it's in. Come on down, we'll install it. So that's what's happening today. Yeehaw. I'm Bob, that's Keri.
Hi. We're going to get our camper shell, which we waited 4 months for. It's a very exciting day.
Doesn't have windows or anything like that. I mean, it's got a back window on the tailgate, and it's got the window up front where it meets up with the truck cab, but nothing on the sides. The sides are just clean. There's no opening. There's nothing. They're just flat, which is the way we want it. That way we can customize it the way we want.
It's going to be a great time. And while they're putting it on, we're going to go get some street dogs from Street Taco and Beer in downtown Tucson. It's very yummy, so we're excited about that too.
What is it?
It's our shell. It's so shiny and pretty. It's so exciting.
Alright, that was yummy.
Fantastic.
Now we're headed back. The truck should be done by now, so let's see what it looks like. I think it's gonna be badass. It is. We got it. What do you think? I'm a crazy guy.
So this is all protected from the wind by our tent, right?
The lock for this door is connected to our key fob for the truck, so when you click to open the truck, it also opens this door or unlocks it. So that's pretty cool. The top of the door is like 8 feet tall, so you can't hardly even grab it. So we're gonna have to figure something out. So it either doesn't open all the way, or there's like some pull string on it or something so we can grab it and shut it. Well, from the start, we were, when we decided we were looking for a shell, we were looking for a shell that was a little bit taller, and we couldn't find any, like none of the typical manufacturers had a fiberglass shell that was gonna fit the 2022 Silverado HD. they didn't have, nobody has them. They don't make them, apparently. So then after looking around a bit, and on the A.R.E website, we started building up one of the DCUs, the commercial shells, and realized that, yeah, they do make those for the 2500. So that's why we went this direction, and then we went with the it's not a 30 inch, it's the 29 inch. So it's, it's like 6 inches taller than the cab. So we wanted that because they got, the extra headroom. And so I don't quite fit under here, but I'm sitting on a stool that's like 1.5 feet off the bed, so that's not a big deal. And Keri's on a stool it's like 8 or 9 inches tall, right? So there's plenty of room in here, and that's one of the reasons why we went with it.
No windows or toolboxes or anything on the sides. They're just solid. So that way we can mount a TV, we can, have storage that goes up, different things, as opposed to having to work around the windows. And then also just not having to cover so many windows when you want privacy. That's a big part too.
The fact this thing's made of aluminum, so it's an aluminum skeleton, and it's got an aluminum sheeting on it. So you can kind of build on it. If we want to build shelving, or if we want to put a window in, a vent, whatever, you can add to it. The tubing is 1 inch. In some spots it's 1 inch by 1.5 inches, or whatever. But essentially it's 1 inch deep. So insulating it, it's not gonna be an issue. You can go get insulated, or those insulation boards, the foam boards that are pretty good. I think that's what we're gonna use, and those are 1 inch thick. And then being able to add, like just in your house, if you want to put something up on the wall, you're gonna find a stud to put it on, and we do the same thing here. And if we have to, we can add more studs to it. I don't have a TIG welder, but I don't think you'd need to weld those studs in. You could probably attach them, like rivet them or do whatever. But I don't know, we'll see what happens. But that's what's happening next, is we gotta insulate this thing and get some wall covering on. We've been thinking, kind of sucked because it took almost 4 months to get this thing. We ordered it through the Arizona Truck Outfitters in Tucson, and it was not their fault. I mean, we ordered it and they told us, like, yeah, it's probably gonna take about 4 months to get it. And sure enough, that's what happened. So I guess, whatever, it's just manufacturing demand or shortages or whatever. So it was kind of hard to plan ahead for anything that we wanted to put in here, since we don't have the shell. We don't know exactly what we're dealing with. So now that we have it, we can start thinking about, the insulation and additional shelving, where to mount a TV, all that kind of good stuff. Anywho, that's the deal. It's the A.R.E deluxe commercial unit. It's got the aluminum skin on it. So there was an option where you could get a thicker skin, like a thicker gauge aluminum sheet for the skin, which probably in retrospect might have been a good idea, just because it probably looks like sleeker, but functionally it's cool. But I could see that. I could see why you'd want to go with the thicker aluminum, but it's not a big deal, and it costs more too, right? So in the next video, we'll talk about getting the bed in here, and how we utilize the existing tow package that the Silverado came with. It already has the cutouts in the bed for like a fifth wheel hitch and the gooseneck hitch, and so we're utilizing those natural openings to anchor the bed, like I said, using the unistrut stuff. So that's going to be coming up. It's pretty fun.
Thanks for tuning in, and hope you enjoyed this video.
And next time you'll be wearing a bikini, right?
Yes, so will Bob.
Okay.
Like and subscribe. Or whatever, wherever it is.